I'm here today with Mann of 22 Miles. Tamer, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. All right, so we'll get right into it. So there's this term that y'all like to use called connected journey.
Yeah.
And 22 Miles likes to talk about this connected journey for employee experiences. For those who are not familiar, what does that mean and why is it important?
The hybrid work model became so prevalent and popular, and post pandemic, it's still relevant, but remote work has kind of shifted a little bit. People are coming back full time, and what we're finding is people are coming back to new offices, new designs. People are still coming back from a remote perspective with hot desk and hoteling, and they're not as familiar with their environment, their organizational campus. And so we wanted to make sure that as they're getting in from their house to the front door, to their desk, or to their meeting room, they have this connected journey, this digital connection that basically streamlines the communication experience digitally, right? So we have Teams integrations, Outlook, going into the wayfinding solution to find your desk, find your room, find the nearest micro kitchen or whatever it may be. So we've thought of all of those pieces as this one digital connection that creates this streamlined journey.
One of the things you mentioned was Microsoft Office, but I think people are going to be excited to learn about some of the deeper integrations with Microsoft Teams Room. So, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've always worked with Microsoft from day one, right? Since our inception in 2007, we were leveraging Windows players. Now we've basically been certified by M365 to have a Teams app. So you can actually download a Teams 22 Miles app in the Teams store and be able to have announcements, corporate information, and even our wayfinding and booking design in your team's experience. So at your desktop. And it's something really visually impressive, I think. So the other really cool experience is we've done an MTR takeover over all of the Windows OS devices. We now allow you to basically have a screensaver over that boring MTR screen that doesn't allow to have anything dynamic playing on it. Creating videos of how to is beneficial per room, or a welcome when guests are coming in, or KPI dashboards. All of those things can sit in the MTR just like they would in the Teams app, just like they would on a digital display in the office.
Speaking of really cool things, one of the things that everybody's talking about in the AV industry and beyond is artificial intelligence. And you all are using it to make huge advances in mapping, in particular with wayfinding that can save people huge amounts of times. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to throw in a little brag. So we were probably one of the first solutions in the industry, and we got awarded for it last InfoComm for our AI assistant with wayfinding. And so this year, we've taken it a few steps forward. So the AI assistant, for instance, where you can have that on the kiosk, you can have that on a mobile, you can have that on a web browser, and it's just a chat integration that we train and confine within your database. And so it would only respond leveraging the LLM to your information. You can just say, I want to find where the Sony booth is, and it will basically show you the Sony location, or you can talk in any language and it'll be able to respond to you.
All right, so Tomer, can you tell us about your booth and what visitors can expect in Vegas for 22 Miles?
So I know I talked about all the new features we're having, and it could probably be overwhelming. Honestly, the best way to experience it is in person, or to touch it, play with it, visually understand the nuances that we have that are digitally connecting this journey for people. So we're actually going to create an integration between the different devices at our booth that are creating that journey. It's all about interoperability and all of these digital journey connections that you can actually experience live at our booth W2370. I want to make sure also I reference one thing.
Sure, absolutely.
All Las Vegas convention centers, Wayfinders, and all of those are actually powered by 22 Miles as well, by the way.
That's right.
So you can leverage at the West Hall or any hall, the touchscreens, for instance, or download the LVCC app. And that's 22 Miles software, by the way. So that's another little fun fact about it is that the digital experience at literally the venue is 22 Miles.